Hello everyone, Lamzes here, and today I will be talking about top 5 problems with submarines. Yes, those little pesky bastards that are ruining our game, our beloved World of Warships. I will share my point of view on submarines. Well, you know that I don't like them, but I will give you my reasons. I will tell you about some mechanics that are completely unfair against surface ships. And finally, I will show you some gameplay explaining why I hate submarines that much. So let's get going. Number 5 on my list is the gameplay is boring. Yes, you heard me, right? Playing submarines is boring. You just ping and you send your torpedoes every 40 or so seconds. I know that some people find this kind of gameplay appealing and engaging, but I'm not one of them, and I think I represent most of player base. So let me know in the comments down below if you are one of submarine lovers or haters. Now moving on to number 4 on my list, and there is undeniable fact that the best counterplay to submarines is just run away, and that creates another set of problems because it makes meta very static because no one pushes flank that contains submarines until submarine makes mistakes and dies, or just never. So best case scenario, everyone is camping spawn, and the worst case scenario, everyone is running from submarine. And that's no fun and that's not fair, as is a third reason on my list why I don't like submarines, and this is there is no skill required to play submarine. Honestly, let's think about it a little bit. What do you need to know to play submarine? Well, do you have to learn weak spots of other classes? Do you have to learn what's their artillery range, what's their damage, penetration, reload, speed? No. All you need to know if you play submarine is to stay away from cruisers and destroyers around 7 kilometers away from them, because some of them can have hydro and some of them can have submarine surveillance system that have 7 kilometer range. Then you need to know to move after being spotted and how to hit your ping. That's it. It's like 3 things you need to remember compared to playing surface ship when you need to know all these details about radars, hydro, concealment, gun range, reload, penetration, angling, weak spots, stuff like this. Torpedoes, you don't have to learn if some destroyer or cruiser has torpedoes, deep water torpedoes or whatever, because you can dive anytime and torpedoes are no threat for you. And finally we are getting to the elephant in the room. The top 2 problems with submarines and the top 2 reasons why I hate them in the game. So, number 2 on my list is there is no actual counterplay if you are in a surface ship and you stumble upon submarine with half a brain. And the clip you are watching now with me is a great proof. As you can see, there is a couple minutes to the end of the game. The state of the game is 4-4 in ships, quite close in points, and there is a submarine in the cup. I know there is a submarine in the cup, and this is what I can do as a surface ship to counterplay submarine. So watch closely and I will talk about some mechanics that were introduced in World of Warships to quote-unquote balance submarines and counterplay of surface ships. So first, homing torpedoes. They stop homing at the distance from your ship. Depends if you have one or double ping on you, and depends on the class of the ship you are in. So at tier 10 for BBs this is 2.1 kilometers with single ping, for cruisers 1.44 kilometer, and for DDs is 480 meters with single ping. For double ping for BBs it's 1.6 kilometer, for cruisers is 720 meters, and for DDs is 240 meters, where the homing stop working. So that gives you some chance to avoid homing torpedoes, especially if you are in battleship, and I used it to the fullest. I tried my best to not sail nose into this submarine and don't get the double ping, so I was able to dodge most of the torpedoes. But then there is this marker after a submarine pings, there is a marker. And unfortunately, this marker doesn't show you exact position of the submarine. It gives you approximate position with 1 kilometer of accuracy. So submarine can be anywhere in the radius of 1 kilometer of this marker. And this little picture is to give you some perspective. The square is your ASW square size. The little circle is your ASW explosion radius. And the big circle is 1 kilometer, where the submarine can be from the marker you see on the surface of the water. And don't forget about almost 13 seconds of delay after you send your planes and your actual depth charge explodes. In this 13 seconds, Thresher at max depth with 18 knots of speed at max depth can do about 600 meters. So double the size of your explosion radius. All these mechanics and many more are completely unfair against surface ships and make counterplay impossible. Your only counterplay is run away or count on submarine mistake, because this is only thing you can do, and that's what's very annoying. If you are watching carefully this clip, how it plays out with this submarine, you are probably thinking, Lamses, why are you complaining? You are dodging the storms left, right and center, only few of them hit you, and you are still alive after almost 4 minutes of dealing with this submarine. And yes, I'm still alive, but there are two big factors contributing to my well-being in this game. First one, I'm in a Thunderer, and this battleship has 8.2 seconds rudder shift, and it's very agile. One of the most agile battleships in the game. So that's why I'm dodging the storms so easily. If I were in any other battleship with 14, 15 or 20 seconds rudder shift, like Montana for example, and over kilometer of turning circle radius, I would be dead long time ago. And the second biggest factor contributing to me staying alive is this submarine. He's just shit. He don't know how to use his ship, so well, that's why I'm alive. And see, this submarine is not spotted, even if it's proxy from this Alvaro de Bazan, because it's on max depth. In its infinite wisdom, Wargaming decided that when submarine is at max depth, the proxy spotting doesn't work. Well, the 2 kilometers of rock will not protect you from proxy spotting if you are on a surface ship, but 50 meters of water or less will. Well, he finally died, but you saw how many problems he caused to me and how much pain and suffering I had to endure to win this game. And that leads me to my last point and number one on my list of problems with submarines. They are balanced around retards. Yes, you heard me right. This is the player of this submarine and this is his stats. I will not reveal his name because that's not the point of this video. There are people who can't play anything, and that's okay. But Wargaming designing two classes around retards and balancing two classes around retards, that's not okay. Because this guy should die way before, and I should be able to do something against him. I was helpless. I was just a victim of his torps, and I was dodging as much as I could, but that was only thing I could do. Nothing else, because I was sending my ASW blind, and he has full control even without skill over this engagement. So to summarize this video, top 5 problems with submarines. Number 1, they are balanced around retards. Number 2, there is no counterplay if you are a surface ship. Number 3, there is no skill required. Number 4, best counter is actually run away, and that makes meta very static. And number 5, gameplay is simply boring. This is my point of view and my reasons why I hate submarines. The next video in this series will be top 5 problems with carriers. So if you liked it, please leave a comment down below and subscribe if you are not a subscriber yet. Thanks for watching, and of course, see you in the next one.